everybody. Welcome, welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you have come. Welcome, welcome everyone. Now's the time to have some fun. Once again, I'm here and I have my 4 colored boxes with my 4 surprises in them. By now, I think you know our eeny, meeny, miny, mo rhyme, so you can join in. Are you ready? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he squeals, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So today, we're going to hear the story in the... What color is it? In the green box. Well, just have a peep inside and see what the story could be about. Aha! I think this story is called The Story of the Giant Parsnip. Hello everybody, I hope you're sitting comfortably and I hope you will enjoy my story today. I'm going to tell you the story of the giant parsnip. Once upon a time there was a farmer and he lived on his land in the countryside, and one evening he was standing at the gate and thinking, I wonder what could I plant next year? And he had an idea. He thought he would sow some parsnip seeds onto the land and see how they grow. So the little farmer got his seeds and he sowed them over the land. And in the coming months, the rain fell, the wind blew, and the sun shone. And out of his seeds there grew a parsnip. And the farmer was very happy with the parsnip. But the rain carried on coming, and from the parsnip grew an even bigger parsnip. And the parsnip grew and grew and grew and grew until one day the parsnip was huge. Oh my goodness, said the farmer, what a giant parsnip. Now is time to harvest the parsnip. I'm going to pull it out, take it home to my wife and my children, and we'll have a feast. So the farmer went out to the field again, and he took hold of the leaves of the parsnip, and he pulled, and he pulled, and he pulled. But the parsnip was so strong that he just couldn't get it out of the ground. I think I need some help. Wife, little old woman, can you please come and help me? Together we'll be strong enough to pull the parsnip out of the ground. So the farmer's wife followed him out onto the field, took hold of the parsnip. Oh dear, a bit too strong there. Took hold of the parsnip and they decided to pull together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, and pull, and pull, and pull. But nothing happened. The parsnip was still completely buried in the ground. Oh dear, I've got an idea, said the farmer's wife. I will call the boy. Boy, please come and help us. So the boy ran over because he always liked an adventure. And he also got hold of the parsnip and pulled. So now we've got 1, 2, 3 people pulling, and I think they'll manage it this time. The farmer, the farmer's wife, and the boy. Are you ready? And they pulled, and they pulled, and they pulled. But nothing happened. Oh dear, they said, what are we going to do now? The boy said, I'm going to call my sister, the girl. Girl, girl, little girl, can you please help us? And the little girl said, well, I'm not very strong, but I'll come and do my best. So she joined the farmer, the farmer's wife, the boy, and she got hold of the parsnip and helped. Okay, are you ready? Ready, steady, go, said the farmer, and they pulled. Let's help them. You all pull too. And they pulled, and they pulled, and they pulled. Whew, said the farmer's wife. I'm getting out of breath. Let's try one more time. And they pulled, and they pulled, and they pulled, but nothing happened. What are we going to do now? I know, said the little girl. Let's call our dog. Dog, please come and help us. So they called the dog, and here he came. Beautiful farm dog, also very strong, and he could take the parsnip leaves into his mouth and also help pulling. So now we've got the farmer, the farmer's wife, the boy, the little girl, and the dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this time it's going to work. Let's keep our fingers crossed. No, we can't cross our fingers because we've got to help too and pull. So are you ready? Ready, steady, go. Pull, and pull, and pull, and pull. It still didn't work. They couldn't get that giant parsnip out of the ground. Oh my golly gosh, what are we going to do now? The little girl said, well, what about the cat? Maybe the cat could help us. A cat? Cats aren't very strong. Well, it's worth a try. Come on, let's call the cat. So they called the cat. Meow. And here she came. She was only a little cat, but also has strong jaws, so I think she could help. She's going on the other side there, and she's going to pull there. Okay, so now we've got the farmer, the farmer's wife, the boy, the girl, the dog, and the farmer's cat. Well, see if they manage it this time. Everybody get ready. Ready, steady, go, and pull, and pull, and pull, and pull. Whew. It wiggled a tiny little bit, but it's still stuck in the ground. What are they going to do now? This time they decided they would try one last time. They're going to pull all together, and this time it just has to work. So everybody get together. Are you ready to pull? And pull, and pull, and pull, and pull, and wobble. Wobbled a little bit, I think, but still no luck. What are we going to do now? Said the little boy. I don't know, said the little girl. We've only got one more chance, but I don't know whether it'll help. What are you thinking of? Well, do you remember the little mouse who lives in the field? Maybe the little mouse could help us. The little mouse, said the farmer's wife. I don't think so. A little mouse is much too small to help with us pulling such a giant parsnip. Well, let's try anyway, because you never know. Sometimes just a little bit more help could solve it. So the little mouse grabbed also with its mouth onto the end of the parsnip. Well, let's try our luck. Everybody get ready. They turned round, braced their muscles, and got ready to pull. So they pulled, and they pulled, and they pulled. The farmer pulled, the farmer's wife pulled, the boy pulled, the girl pulled, the dog pulled, the cat pulled, and even the little grey mouse pulled. And then suddenly, with one big last pull, they all fell over and the parsnip began to wobble. They were so happy they had managed it all together that they decided to have a feast. But they were going to have their feast out on the field. So I think we will go over there very slowly and see what we can find. So the farmer's wife went over and she sat down near the fence. The little girl and the little boy went over to the field. The farmer, who was quite exhausted, came over as well. The dog and the cat, they jumped over as fast as they can to have the feast. But then suddenly the little girl said, there's somebody missing, the most important person. And then over scuttered the mouse. And they had a feast and celebrated the day where, by working together, everybody together, they managed to pull out the giant parsnip from the ground. And that's what we should never forget, that everybody is important, and it doesn't matter how big you are or how small you are, even you are important and can help doing an important job. So that was the story of the farmer and his family and his animals, and how they managed to pull the giant parsnip out of the ground. I hope you enjoyed it. So, we're now at the end of our story, and we're going to sing our last song together. Join in, help me. Are you ready? Ready, steady, go. Clap, clap hands, 1, 2, 3. Clap your hands up on your knees. Reach them up high to touch the sky. Clap, clap hands and away they fly. Goodbye, bye-bye. See you again soon.